Have you ever wondered about the mind behind the app that has captured the attention of billions? Who is the visionary that transformed a simple idea into a global cultural phenomenon, changing the way an entire generation connects, creates, and consumes content? This is the story of Zhang Yiming, a man who went from an unknown engineer to the quiet tycoon behind the TikTok empire. A journey not of flamboyant leadership, but of relentless innovation, quiet determination, and a profound belief in the power of technology to understand humanity. Our story begins not in a lavish corner office, but in the humble dorm rooms of Nankai University. In 2005, a young Zhang Yiming graduated, having made a pivotal switch from microelectronics to software engineering. This decision wasn't just a change in major, it was the first sign of a mind constantly searching for the most direct path to impact. Armed with his degree, he didn't seek the prestige of a large corporation. Instead, he joined a small online travel startup called CutEverything. Here, surrounded by code and possibility, he was more than just an employee. He was a student of the real world. Began as an ordinary engineer, but his passion and aptitude were undeniable. Within a year, he found himself managing a team, not through authority, but through expertise and a shared vision. He was learning, growing, and absorbing every lesson the dynamic startup environment had to offer. This early experience planted a seed. By 2009, Zhang was ready to branch out on his own. He founded 99fang.com, a real estate search website. It was his first true entrepreneurial experiment, a bold leap into the unknown. While the venture didn't become the next big thing, it was far from a failure. It was a crucible, a formative experience that forged his resolve and ignited a fire within him. He learned the harsh realities of building something from scratch, the importance of market fit, and the resilience required to face setbacks. This period, though not a huge commercial success, was invaluable. It solidified his entrepreneurial spirit, teaching him that the journey itself was as important as the destination. He was no longer just an engineer who could build things. He was a founder who understood the delicate dance of technology, business, and human need. As the world shifted, so did Zhang's focus. The year was 2012, and the smartphone revolution was in full swing. He saw something others missed. People were glued to their mobile screens, yet the experience of finding information was clunky and inefficient. He observed users struggling to find content that truly interested them, while traditional search engines like Baidu were becoming cluttered with advertisements that disrupted the user experience. A powerful idea began to form in his mind. What if instead of users searching for information, the information could find them? This was the genesis of his grand vision, a vision of a world where artificial intelligence could act as a bridge between content and user, delivering a personalized stream of information tailored to each individual's unique tastes and interests. With this revolutionary concept, ByteDance was born. In August 2012, the company launched its first major product, a news aggregator app called Tycoon, which translates to headlines. It was a gamble. The market was already crowded with news apps, but Tycoon had a secret weapon. It's an AI-powered recommendation algorithm. It didn't rely on editors or social connections to surface content. Instead, it learned from every swipe, every tap, and every second a user spent on an article. It quietly built a profile of your interests, delivering a feed that became more and more personalized with each use. The result was magnetic. Users found themselves captivated by a seemingly endless stream of content that felt like it was hand-picked just for them. Tycoon quickly exploded in popularity across China, attracting millions of daily users, and proving that Zhang's vision of smart, personalized content was not just a futuristic dream, but a present-day reality. But for Zhang Yiming, the monumental success of Tycoon was merely a proof of concept. It was the foundation upon which he would build his global empire. He saw that the same principle of AI-driven personalization could be applied to a different, more dynamic medium, short-form video. The world was ready for a new form of entertainment and expression, one that was fast, creative, and accessible to everyone. In 2016, ByteDance launched Douyin in China. It was an instant hit. The platform's powerful editing tools and infectious music clips empowered a new generation of creators. A year later, in 2017, This phenomenon was unleashed upon the rest of the world under a new name, TikTok. What followed was nothing short of a cultural tidal wave. TikTok's growth was explosive and unprecedented. It swept across continents, captivating Gen Z and millennials with its user-friendly interface and an algorithm that seemed almost psychic in its ability to serve up the perfect video at the perfect moment. It became a space for dance challenges, comedy skits, life hacks, and heartfelt confessions. It created a new class of celebrity and redefined popular culture. To accelerate this global conquest, ByteDance made a brilliant strategic move in 2017. It acquired Musical Lie, a popular lip-syncing video app with a strong foothold in the American market. By merging Musical Lie's user base into TikTok, Zhang cemented his app's dominance, effectively eliminating its biggest competitor and creating a single, unified global platform that was simply unstoppable. The meteoric rise of TikTok catapulted ByteDance into the stratosphere of the tech world. It became one of the most valuable private companies on the planet, with valuations soaring into the hundreds of billions of dollars. And at the helm was Zhang Yiming, who was no longer an unknown engineer, but one of the wealthiest tech billionaires in China. At one point even holding the title of the country's richest person, he had achieved a level of success that few could ever dream of. Yet just as he reached the pinnacle, he made a decision that shocked the industry. In 2021, at the height of his company's power, Zhang Yiming announced he was stepping down as CEO of ByteDance. In his farewell letter, he spoke with startling humility. He admitted that he wasn't the ideal manager, that he lacked the social skills required to lead a massive global organization. He expressed a desire to step away from the daily grind of management and return to what he loved most: thinking. He wanted time to read, to contemplate, and to explore the long-term strategic questions that could shape the future. It was a move that was quintessentially Zhang Yiming, logical, introspective, and utterly focused on the bigger picture, not on personal ego or public status. Though he has stepped back from the day-to-day operations, the legacy of Zhang Yiming is embedded in the very code of the digital world he helped create. His journey is a powerful testament to a different kind of success, one built not on charisma, but on curiosity, not on speeches, but on systems. He showed the world the incredible power of focusing relentlessly on the user experience and harnessing the untamed potential of artificial intelligence. He remains a symbol of how a quiet, determined engineer with a deep understanding of technology and an even deeper insight into human desire can build an empire that redefines how we see the world and how the world sees us. His vision continues to shape ByteDance, the global tech industry, and the daily lives of billions, one swipe at a time.